pretty sure you can't shoot these ones before like they aggro you. So this is where it can be like precise arrows and stuff hitting heads and stuff like that, and like this is where it can be tricky. It's like, I guess I need to use like the royal sword and stuff to kill him.
Whoa! Just appears out of nowhere.
Why do I not? Is it like some kind of thing that if I'm at like full hearts with this shirt on or something, do I only take like 1 heart? This is when I'm at full hearts, for some reason all these attacks like do 1 heart of damage.
They haven't even taught you like that.
So yes, I don't know what critical hits are, but I don't know if I suppose critical hits are like...
Just trying to teach you about the game. I need more practice.
Well,
Go home and be a
the funny thing
man.
is, like, I bet this one, in my one, like, first time, it was the Savage one that, like, was hard. But of course, like
Macho Man Randy Savage.
like, the theme of this thing is, like, everything that I did, like, my...
Well, I did tell you to do it that way. You're like, no.
Just because these stupid things, like... I could just keep trying to dodge it. I wasn't like hitting headshots and stuff.
Okay, it appears out of nowhere. That's really cool.
That's all I needed to do. So with the Savage one, I was doing this. I was getting 1 hit on him, and then doing that. Like it even spawned. What was that?
You up into space?
Oh, like. If he does, all he needs to do is that swing one, and then it's fine. But that, like those moves and stuff, this is where like you need to just keep headshotting him over and over again, then just like stun lock him. But one like miss can make him do that, then that triggers like.
That's why you do the freeze thing, does it not?
You don't have that power. You need to upgrade it.
I
We just like explain. We just explained it. Like,
no, you talked about the photo thing.
yeah, no, you asked that as well, like earlier. Why? Why is he doing these charge attacks?
I thought you were good at this game. Was he like he was like eating or something?
Oh my, annoying. But that's one way to like fight in this game is you one hand and then like shield.
I didn't think you would be able to do 2 of them.
You started doing it.
Yeah.
Oh god, no! Why did he do that?
That was a weird charge.
He normally does it 3 times and then he didn't.
You can't beat me, Luke.
Too much. I don't know why you don't just like freeze him with like.
I can't.
Just, why did you up even more?
And like there was no head thing that time either. Like why does that sometimes appear?
Because the moon makes it come back. At 2 p.m. Slow. What's that?
I killed him just then in that attack.
You hit him on top of things.
Does he walk into it? I
Hit because it's slow.
I got hit by the head thing when I was versing the Savage ones, like on top of them, the head thing hit me. So that's why I was like, oh my god, those things are not. But it didn't one-shot me, then that one time it,
Because
when
it was
hit.
dashing towards you instead of just like touching you. Obviously difference between touch damage.
But it dashed into me, like on the hole.
If it was real perfect dodge, you'd have 30 seconds of dodging. That's the difference.
See? Why are you reading my inputs? And then when you have the sword out and it switches like in the arrow things and you want the shield out but then it's super
So when you
annoying.
get off him, you need to switch to the shield thing.
See like
What? That was nowhere near hitting him.
it's like a spider in my face.
What?
Like, a little spider.
You could take it outside or something. I don't want it on the couch. I can see this is all
Getting
weird.
like attacked and again. Cause I don't know what's on the, like I'm sure on the Savage one I was able to like even when he's getting up you still have like a bit of time to like so that's why I thought 2 to then when he's still getting up you still had time to get on top of him.
Ah, look at that view. Ah, can't do that. Actually, hit him, he just crashed into the wall. Oh.
It's worse than like Ganon. What's Ganon gonna be like if I'm like this rusty? Like I said, I beat this guy the first time and I did it like so. Maybe I swing, I do the run, swing, then jump, and then do that. Maybe that's what I did. I remember getting multiple hits and
Maybe using a different sword so you
well, I don't know what's gonna
can more
happen.
hits.
Using so much of the royal arrow or royal sword claymore.
Just
And
use
now what's the
his
bit he doesn't drop the ball?
horn, guts, hoof.
So that's
Bow.
what we want.
Sword. Shield. Full drops. Not 2 shields. Did he drop 2
No,
shields?
I was
Oh.
full, I guess. I got a durability up.
That was a
shield
good
up.
one that blocked lots of things.
That was a lot harder than it should have been. There's an arrow on the ground
There's an
there.
arrow, I
But
was gonna say.
getting that triple bow was very useful, and I'll say why. Like, even though after watching the speedrun thing, I see that you don't even need like it. There's like ways to do without like the triple bow, but
So they
For-
can skip that fight.
yeah, for casuals, as you can see how casual that fight is.
That's real simple. Fighting those guys is real easy.
See, I should have went to like the docks and stuff. There's like that waterfall there is pretty much the way up to the castle, or like to the entrance. There's a waterfall there, then there's another waterfall like up. But now I kind of want to go to the dock. Dock, we gotta go back. Great Scott.
Gotta go back to it though.
And that's what they do. They go back to the future. And there's also like in Zelda's like room and stuff I can get a black bow and stuff.
It's in the fireplace.
It's on top of the fireplace.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
And I think there's a guy there as well. And he's got some kind
guy?
of weapon. A dude.
What does
And
he
there's
do?
this dude as well.
Just reflect it back at him.
I would, but it would take 3 things. I haven't got many arrows, have I? Even
No,
like
so it's
hadn't got like when I was doing, I had like 50 or so arrows and like
When you're
This
trying to like
dude.
stun lock him or something, I'm just like, you don't have enough arrows for that, dude.
because when I did it, I did. So I'm pretty much red mage, like mage debuff. Electricity to make him drop the weapon and then like freeze him to stun him. Even though I don't really even need that. I remember there being some arrows around here though, so I've got a limited time to get them.
You got one shot.
I think there was like money in the chest here. Like over
Zelda's like, you know, arrow lady, so she's got the bows and the arrows and money because she's a princess.
I think that might be it.
It'd be funny if that guy was like doing makeup or something, eh? Like trying on all his dresses. And oh, what? Like, because he doesn't expect like Link to walk in. I'm a pretty princess. Like the Moblin guy.
See
That little thing.
those ones I could one shot if I reflect. The ones that without Link. The
Turret ones.
Yeah, but the ones that like
Those are the
those
broken
ones
down
you can't, but like in the walking ones you can't, but those ones are like crappy ones.
Those are the broken down ones.
You calling me crap?
Yeah, I thought he was gonna like kill you
I
now.
know, he was gonna
Because you were
hit me.
hassling him.
He's still gonna be looking
Still
at me.
looking. It's like you went away and then you came back.
See, the only bad thing about this whistle thing is it's such a like a weird
Claw.
yeah. You gotta like change your whole setup. I remember doing this and it was still like the epic like get on the door like it was like
Lasers everywhere. Run for the doorway! Just made it. That was the guy just whistling everywhere.
don't even know if this is the way to the docks and stuff. Somewhere around here. Because the docks has lots of arrows and hearty fish and stuff. But where is this even? How can I kill this guy without... What do I have? Fire arrows? Oh my eye! How did you know my weakness?
One weakness.
So the
Sneak up
library,
on this guy.
which the library has some loot in it, but like most rooms have loot in it, but it's a matter of like...
Can you even sneak up on these guys? Isn't the thing that they sneak up on you? Like he's gonna go wah and attack you.
You can, like if you get them, but then it's things like that where the sword wasn't long enough. Sometimes that weird stuff.
So he's not doing that. And the other guy's seen it. He's like, huh?
So there's lots of metal chests around here that you can get some things
So
out.
many bad guys.
Over these, those are my way into the dock, but these enemies, I'm not sure if they're I might get one shotted by the arrows.
You just need to put on your chic outfit and go tick, 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 like a ninja. And
Oh yes, let me equipped. I'm just some guy trying to like get to the Nintendo store.
yeah, is this the way to the E3 conference? Is this the line to play
This
Breath of
game's
the
so
Wild?
realistic. It's like it's VR. Like this is you.
Just some nerd trying to like. Is this the line to play Breath of the Wild? All these guys are lined up to play Breath of the Wild, and they've been here so long they've turned to stone. What was that? Just this mirrors.
Oh, Nothing personal, kid. God damn it, Lee.
You left like a thing there. You left
Wow,
something
this is
out.
on the wrong side. How did I get that turned around?
What's in that treasure chest?
This is so dumb. That's fine. It's just like a maybe it's arrows. I don't know. Money.
Money.
I remember at least making like 1,000, like
So much
1,000
money in
plus.
here. What are you gonna do with it? Is there a shop in here?
I guess that sword's not. Oh my god! He's still
He's like, huh? I never knew this was here. Like you found a secret.
following me in here.
You found a secret room. Lock him in here. Just like when he comes in here, like shut the door behind him.
It's like
Where's he gone?
Master Quest or something. Does the DLC like
Like
auto
nuts.
start into that like mode?
That's what I
So
see.
that's the way that I need to go
You have
into
to
it.
grab
Somehow
that.
I
You
got
have to
like
grab that nut on the ground. Look, there it is. You have to grab that.
So turn around. I thought I was like up there, but then somehow I was like on that side of the room. Like,
The conference is gonna be over before you even get to like play it.
is Ganon the presenter?
That's Reggie.
I was like wondering like when I first ran in there why it was like the small like stair area and stuff. Jeez, oh my god. I just want stuff to do.
So that's my crate. What are you doing? Look, it's
Oh
on
my
it. See? Ganon's guards are pretty stupid. I guess she's gone. But
Oh god!
just use your hammer. It's so much easier.
I did. I don't normally have a hand.
Trying to like drop it and stuff. It's just like just use the hammer to like one-shot it.
Nice.
Money, money, money.
You don't normally get arrows from like metal ones, you get arrows from like wooden ones, but sometimes you can get some food or something from.
Ducks.
See, when I did it as well, I
To
did
the
like the
ducks.
shrine and you can get the ancient weapons, but it's like a mighty battle thing, so that can be tricky as well.
It'll take forever.
Or it's easier to stun lock them because you go get that fire sword over there, and then like elemental weapons like stun lock them. Kind of. It's just another case of like one hit and you die, so it can be precise as long as you do it like execute perfectly. Then it's fine. But oh god,
The bat to defeat all bats.
I hate bats just because of the 1 HP, and it's like you don't want to waste the hit on them. So you gotta end up. But this is the place where you can stock up on a little bit of stuff.
Swift carrot. Armorangus.
Which
Jura carrot.
the main things are like the fish. There's like free fish
Wow.
that can boost your heart, and then there's arrows. Like these guys can drop a bundle of thunder arrows, I guess. See, I came in that way, so I was behind them all, but now I'm like this side, so we'll see how this goes. The annoying thing is though, you like assassinate him, then he falls into the water, and then he doesn't like die, and it's like, nah, I'm in the water.
What is even harder to
Fool.
fight him?
So it's like you kind of want to, if you're gonna get a critical hit on them, you want to use
Is
those.
that big ass stone one? I thought the idea about these guys is that they were the sneaky ones and you couldn't sneak them because they
like
were the
sometimes
sneaky
if you're
ones.
like not sneaky enough, then
Look at his eyes.
if you
he's
get
like- he's
if you get
basically
too
looking
close to
at you.
them, but then if you're too far away, then you'll swing and miss. Seems like one-handed swords do that.
I see a fish.
So you drop 2 bundles of shock arrows.
He must have been saving them up to like fight Ganon at the end or so.
Which
Don't run out of stamina.
I assume shock arrows are like
Can't you just shock arrow the
did that
entire
fish
like,
just disappear?
so they're firing arrows at you? Can't you just fire one shock arrow into the water and get all the fish?
It does an area effect. Do you know if you just stay in place that it doesn't like eat up stamina?
No, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
What? It's like that one little inch meter. See, I don't thing about these fishes. When I did it, I thought like, why? I'll just like load back in, and the fish will be back. But it could be there's only 3 in the water, so once you collect 3, they'll never load back in for a while. But I guess I need to like grab the lead so I do. I might still splash though. Like, if I do, I guess I just gotta go like Jackie Chan on them. Like,
Just go. Just get it out.
back in the water.
Huh? What was that just now?
His friend didn't like.
It's like wasting all his
cover him.
arrows. Whoa, no, he didn't. You're
They
like
see me.
poking out of the nothing. What? Fail.
Why do I come there?
Why
Why didn't I
is-
just swim around?
Why are you
like,
so bad at this game? Now the other guy's not going to drop too because you didn't say it.
we drop the 10 arrows. I don't know, like if thunder arrows do the same amount of damage as I assume they do, they just got the special like thunder.
No, he's not yet. Now he's gonna drop nothing. Should have saved it after the 10 arrow thing. I didn't even think of it, but I didn't know what you were doing really.
I don't know what I was doing.
He's just like mucking around for some reason.
I thought I'd be able to get it, climb up and get behind that one, but honestly, I wasn't able to. I should have just like swam around there and then.
Arrows again. And a tail. Fail tail.
See if I just swam around here and then.
Just slowly.
Like he aggroed me, and then I like, but then even if you just get aggro and then just run up these stairs and wait for him to de-aggro, then you can like just sneak around like what I was trying to do. Just
You're just being silly now. Look at that thing. He must
and it's a lot of this game, like trying to do this kind of stuff. It's just like if you try to do silly things, you're gonna have a bad time. Like if you mess around, you're gonna have a bad
because
time.
you try and do it quicker, but it ends up taking longer because you know just do it the proper way, and then it's actually quicker. Oh, he heard you picking something up. You didn't even get the one that you wanted. Oh, that was like action. God, I'm like,
I know this. It's even. Oh my gosh.
what was that?
It was like this. It was like that's what happens when it hits the water, but like half of it maybe hit the water and. See that like it doesn't make that like big radius.
No point saving it because you didn't pick up the arrows. They're still on the
I
ground.
know, but oh my god! What?
That's how they act. They're all weird.
Like how fast he went, and then he like jumped on that like.
He went up like and down.
This
for
guy
some
is like
reason.
more tricky because like he's kind of you can get a sneak attack on him, but since he's like facing the bridge, it can be like precise. It can be a one frame trick. It'd be good at the moment because he's like he doesn't reset and he's like looking that way.
He's still angry. He hasn't like calmed down.
He's gonna like reset as soon as I get here.
The...
So they actually made it easier because he was like facing that way instead of towards the bridge. I got like what the arrows.
He wasted so many arrows at you though. I'm surprised he even had some left over.
So did they scare all the fishes away? Like what happened here now? The fish. These ones.
There's one. Blow up the ocean.
It's easier to kill them rather than like
trying to catch
jump
them.
in and scare them off. Which this like if I made like a hearty like yellow heart thing for the horse and stuff, that could have been made it slightly easier or I don't get like one shot possibly.
Remember when fishing was like a huge part of like Zelda,
Yeah,
and now it's just like chucking bombs into the ocean.
when they actually have a game where fishing would be like really fun, they like let's get rid of it now.
You know, you're still fishing everything, but there's no rod or anything.
I know
there's
that's all the games. Nearly all the games have like fishing rods in them and
That's
stuff.
what I thought.
And
'cause
this game would have like they could have made such a big like fishing mechanic in this game.
it was just too much. It was too much, honestly.
There's like ancient arrows and stuff in here. which
boats that you can go on.
I
and
don't know
just,
what
like, sail
ancient
around.
arrows they mean. I think they do more damage to like the last bosses.
I never used ancient arrows till the end of the game, and then I just used it for fun.
Just one.
And then it didn't seem to do as much as my bomb arrow did.
Yeah, I know,
anyway, so-
pretty much. Like it's meant to do more like damage to Ganon, but
just
bomb arrows
didn't
pretty much
seem
just
like
do
it
the.
did. An apple and an acorn and one arrow.
Just one arrow. So I think I got 3 fish, but it seemed like only 2
You only got
fish.
2, I think.
But I mean, when I did it, I feel
Oh.
like I got 3, but who knows where that first one?
He swam away because of all that like fighting. going on.
So what have we got?
2 fish.
So weapons. One thing about using the Royal Claymore and the Lionel fight is in the speedrun I saw that there's lots of weapons in Ganon fight on the like edges. So there's
Yeah.
actually a Royal Claymore in the Ganon fight. But the main thing is I guess these weapons would be enough for the mini bosses as well, so I could be stocked up enough for it. Now I've got 44 arrows suddenly and 40 bomb arrows.
What happens if you hit that red barrel with your
Should we
hammer?
find out?
I'm new to the game. What happens when you hit that barrel?
You win.
You go. "Whoa!"
You beat the game.
and like, like that's where Superman.
You
landed.
you.
Look back there when he's like,
It's like Harry Potter. Like that's Ganon's
Harry Potter.
Horcrux. And
"How
hit
did you
that.
know?"
I might as well pick this up.
What
And I
is it?
guess the sledgehammer.
Oh, Triple H didn't it?
Rest in peace.
Ah.
Yeah, you could get the sword and then go in there and like stun lock the thing with fire, but
Oh,
it's not worth it. So now I guess we want to climb. There's still more that I could collect, but probably don't need to.
you won't use like any of this stuff.
The one thing left, I guess, is the dining room kitchen thing.
You have to cook.
Like there's another place to cook, but that stuff has some loot in it as well.
That person that you stole that boomerang from, what's under there?
Help me!
What's
I
under
love the
there?
seed things. Oh, I guess maybe I'll go back through the docks and climb up
You
through
gonna-
the library and stuff.
You're gonna die, that's what you're gonna do. Glug 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 glug. Game over, save deleted. After all that.
I wonder if it will reset that one fish.
It's because fishing. It's so weird how, like I was saying, like how
This
fishing
way, I
was
think
just
this
such,
way
a,
might lead to. Yeah,
such a big part of all
as soon as
Zelda
I saw
games.
there was fish in the game, I thought, well, there's gonna be like a fishing rod and stuff, and it's gonna be epic fishing.
No, it's just like grabbing them,
Yeah.
just jumping in the water and going doop, 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 doop,
Hillbilly,
picking them up.
hillbilly fishing. Like, I just got dynamite of fishing.
I just throw bombs into the lake.
I broke these, didn't I?
They're all back.
I think I had they come back, but then they don't have the stuff in it. So the
They
one
know-
thing
they
I
know what
wrote
you're
down
trying to
was
do.
I need the Fang, Banana, Mighty, Fistle, and 2 Razor Shrooms. I've got 1 Razor Shroom. I think there's 1 in the dining room, but I don't think I've got the Fistle things from the... I think I
ate
got
them
those
all,
from the
that's what-
boxes.
That was those grass.
But, so...
Wasn't that the grass stuff?
No. So I don't know what happens if I don't have I know the banana and another
Failed
razor shroom.
experiment. Use the lizard.
Well, in the speedrun they used the beetle somehow, but I don't know the exact crafting recipe that way. I don't know, like I say, if this and it gives me 13, but then it was a random one as well. You could have 13 or like 18 or 16 or something. So it's like, I don't know. If I keep resetting until I get like the 16-minute one.
Someone put that back. This is meant to go here.
So it's like somewhere I didn't get a thistle from the wooden crates. So
Maybe it's in there. That treasure chest.
don't know what I'm doing here. I want to get up there, but all these enemies, like I killed all these enemies in my like, they attack so quickly, so I'm scared. Like you'll charge and hit, but then he'll like fire before like.
Why do they have bow and arrows if they can just spit water and stuff at you?
Why not? Water gun is weaker than like arrow. Would you have a Squirtle that like water gun or could fire a bow and arrow, electric arrow?
It's a waste of arrows. He could just spit at you instead.
They've got unlimited arrows.
Why do they have unlimited?
Because they're hacked.
I wish I had unlimited
Ganon
arrows.
is more useful than Zelda. He supplies.
I hardly ever had arrows in this game. Like, oh, I was always running out of them because I used it so much.
In a roundabout sense, as Ganon helps you more than Zelda does, really. He creates monsters with all these weapons and then like respawns
The
them.
moon is back, Link.
So this ice sword would be probably more handy than this fire sword. I think I'm just gonna drop it so then I don't throw it and break it. So that was 34. 30. So it's slightly weaker, but having an ice blade is more effective.
Because freeze.
Blizzard's higher up.
There's a
than-
guy. If you wouldn't have known he was there if he didn't hear you. He just blow himself up. He did. Look.
Yeah. He has bomb arrows, I guess. Jeez.
Jeez.
One more step around the corner.
But if he hadn't gone, ha! Like, you wouldn't have known he was there. This like little like question mark thing appeared.
So in the speedrun, in the dining room, I saw them do that. Like they aggro off the bomb, and then which I was trying to do in the other room, if you recall, but it wasn't working out too effectively. It worked there, and we'll see if it will work in the dining room for me as well.
It's because the AI is cool how they chase after them.
Which I believe.
But you made too much noise because you were running. I was gonna poke you.
Oh, what? Do you see how crazy that guy was?
Insane, just eating apples.
I just want to hit him with my sword, but I'm scared that he will hit me. Oh god, he's scary.
Just get your shield out and go ting and block it.
Why does this get it?
Now your ice is gone. Too slow. It's gonna be like right behind you. Now you're waking up everyone else.
Is this even the right way? Like, I don't think
You're
this
just waking everyone else up instead.
This is how I get another. This room has a lot of. If you let this, I remember this guy. Like I remember this room like vividly because I found up some arrows in here. If you take away this guy's sword, and then like make him pick up one of the bows, and you can like pick up all the arrows that he's shooting for a while until it like there's like a bow around here, like there. But we just want the sword, I guess. Like, I guess we're pretty decent on the bow. I just want that sword. There's some boxes there, so I might freeze him. Yeah, I could. There.
He was getting ready to punch, but then it's in
And the sword's over here as well. I think in the speedrun they said that you could get like 1 to like 40 arrows here or something. Like, look how many arrows.
That's what you meant to come for. All those arrows you wasted all that time trying to get other arrows, you could just come here.
Like that sword might be
The one that
running
you've been
low,
using,
but
replace it with the other one, or
like even though that has critical hit on it, critical hit's only like throwing it, isn't it?
I have no idea.
Like I feel like the flurry thing could be critical hit, but I don't think it is. Like the game just says critical hit as in like when you throw the weapon, or like how the bow hitting the heads and stuff can.
To me, critical hit's just always going to be like every so often it does a crit. Like, because of that.
Yeah. In this game, I feel
know,
like it's like
every game
flurry attack should be at least critical hits to give them more like And, like there's more loot in these like things, but there's also a lizard as well. I know there's another like dragon
There's the dining room.
shard thing. Fang maybe.
Huh? I'm gonna squash
It's
him.
like a stone sword. I
I'm
thought he was like
gonna
holding a
squash
pillar or something. So in this room, he didn't aggro them straight away like that. When they're there, he threw a bomb, and then like they were like
They were
running
gonna
into the
kick it.
wall, and then he just like backstabs it. And here's the other razor shroom.
There's lots of stuff in here.
But I don't know if the banana and the
It's just a piece of meat on the ground. Like they don't want to eat it. They just look at it.
see like what is
They looked at you
Yeah, I
instead of the
know.
ball. They're like, we're not that stupid. Now where did he go? Just out the door. Oh, there's another one back there. Did you, did you see that piece of meat just on the floor? Like they're not even eating it. They're just looking at it. They cooked it and now they're just like standing there looking at it. It's not there anymore because you blew it away.
Of course the things don't work with me. Where I just snuck in and like did it and then killed like one of them.
Get that bomb out of here, damn it. They're so angry at that bomb. Detonate.
It went away! What, then it came back and they were still
It's
looking?
still there.
There's that for the angered me.
Detonate it.
So that's where these weapons are more effective because they're like strong but then they break. So it's like sneak attacks that are effective.
Huh? Where'd that other guy go? I guess the meat's all mine now. Didn't throw it far enough. None.
You go like this.
You need to throw it further.
In the thing, he went this
Which way
way
is he facing?
and then threw it.
Just fight him normal.
But he has heaps of HP, so that you need the sneak attack really.
Then do it better.
And he like reset,
Just
like
freeze him
looking
with
at me.
stasis.
Status.
Freeze him with status updates. Just tell him about the new release.
See, I get to sneak up on him now, really. Now that
the
he's
other one
alive.
aggroes you. He wants to know when like Mother
So that,
3's coming out.
they would face each other, so that's why you can't sneak up on them. But now that he's alone, I should just be able to sneak up on him.
Tables in the way to get the proper angle. He's just patiently waiting for like new amiibos to be announced, but then you're like,
Nothing personal.
you just like obliterate them like that.
So now are we in the situation where I don't have the correct attack food and might need to figure out another there's a banana over there,
But no.
but then the thistle thing,
There's a big ass
who knows
chicken
where I
on
got
the
the
table.
thistle. I feel like I got a thistle from like a crate.
Got it from big
Or
ass
is that
chicken.
No, I don't think that is. No, that's it. Aggro. So, what's happening? I got banana, 2 razor things, and like, I don't know, I'm missing 1 ingredient that I had in my like run. But I know they hit in the speed run, all they did was get like the beetle and the stuff in this room, so is it possible that a beetle, like razor and a banana is like strong enough to make a triple? I guess we'll just try the other one
I have
first.
no idea.
Do you know if electric arrows can...
No. I wouldn't think so.
Does he fly the electric arrow?
There's not even a pot there. How are you gonna cook anything?
Or maybe he...
You just use the regular, like, the fire to make that or something.
Is it the bow catching on fire, or...?
The bow's on fire.
Let's use a regular... Oh, let's use a fire. Maybe
Super
fizzle
fire.
or something. Who knows where I got that from?
Not me, that's for sure. If you check that you definitely don't have it, what does it look like?
It would be here. So I don't know if there's something else that I can just put in that would maybe help.
The fairy helps you cook.
We'll find out what...
Failed experiment.
There we go. Good enough. I got the 13-minute, like I say, the 13-minute ones. You can get a higher one, but it's like RNG.
So is that what you wanted?
And what's a free
Yeah,
attack
that's what I'm saying.
and 13 minutes long? Well, it's not the best one, because I could get one that's possibly 16 minutes, but 13 minutes might be still enough as well. I'm wondering if I should replace this Royal Claymore with that Stone Smasher, because it's a
Stone
little...
Smash is even good. I don't
Well,
know.
they're 42 damage, so... But, and like how I use that sword heaps on the Lionel.
They look like they're used for
Oh, wait, what,
breaking
I need to...
things.
So the next thing is like making the curry, or making some health food as well, which I can either put them all together to get heaps of yellow hearts, or I think the max one I got was like 17 yellow hearts, or I can make like lots of little ones. I think I'll go for like a max one,
Maximum power.
because I think that I was trying to like work out which was the best thing, but because it can be so random that I think I got best results when I did that. When I put heaps of heart things into one. 15.
You made a big fish out of those two fish. That doesn't make any sense.
Any other heart things? Mix them up. I got heaps of heart, like ingredients. See, that probably wasn't worth it. Like using those singly, probably would have got close to like 4 or 5. But I used like 3 things just to get a 7 one. But we've got the power of restart and that fairy that we've been like saving, so that's something I didn't have in my like run. So we'll see how things go. And now we gotta find
How
out
did
a
that
way
even
to...
get up there?
Some
It's
guy
not even
was
a
like...
dark one, it's like the night one. You can't carry them anymore.
I don't know if I should make some other food as well, just for healing. I'll probably do that quickly. Cause like eating apples singly can be weaker than just making some like food.
Fish. Food seems fun when you've only got like 4 hearts. It's like they're actually useful when you've got like full, like 2 lines of hearts and like none of the food like even fills you up at all.
I think it's more effective doing this than it is like eating them singly.
Just put that lizard down on the ground when you're fighting Ganon and he'll be like, oh lizard, and like run away.
Ganon's got heaps of weaknesses, like that red barrel, and then like. So
Ganon's weakness was like a
technically we're,
twig
like-
in Ocarina of Time.
we're
Wasn't it?
close
Wasn't
now.
he weak to like the stick thing?
In the CDI game, whatever, it's like the book, not the book. You dare bring light to my
Was
domain?
it actually Ganon?
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was like someone else was like the bad guy. in those
Not the
games.
pit. Those things are real funny. Oh
My
god.
boy.
Oh god. Made some progress up.
It's too slow.
See, I don't know where I am, like where that water that I was talking about is from here, but this
You're
is
in
pretty
Hyrule
much the
Castle.
top.
Uh-oh.
No, it's just there.
Uh-oh.
We don't need a key. See, when I did it, I like charged in there and got like past the thing, but I think you can maybe go this water over here. Even though there's like the slime thing, I think you can kind of sneak around it. See, this is where. So I should have went to the dock, and then the horse thing would have been there. Then we could have gone straight here. That would have been the more efficient path. Or
No point
if I
worrying
knew the
about it
dock
now.
was right there, I could have just went up here and then went that way.
No point worried about that now.
On to Ganon and save like whatever her name was.
What's her face? Forgotten.
For the old man.
Who's it? Is it too high? Is it do it there so it pushes you off.
You gotta be careful as well if you're on the third like one.
Yeah,
Then
it breaks. You're like, whoa. You gotta go and save what's her face for whose face. You don't know any of these people. Oh no.
what happened there?
Link.
What was that?
Link does all those tricks, but he can't just jump. Because
What's
he jumped like on the
happening?
corner and stuff.
But like,
I'll tell you what's happening, you're gonna die. There's no
I'm
stamina.
gonna see where I
Glug,
reappear.
glug, 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 glug.
Oh my god.
Because he jumped on like the weirdest angle there possibly is. You could have gone like the whole path. You had that whole up there area.
I've never seen like water push you off like that.
Why did you jump on like the weirdest angle?
'Cause I've
It
never
was like
seen
right on
something
the
like
corner.
that.
It was like right on the corner of like the river and stuff, and it was just like obviously it pushed you off,
Yeah,
but you were
so
like
much force.
you were on the ground, but the water pushed you off still. Oh, delete, delete.
See, the savage liner would be in.
He's not gonna like not, you know, not.
I feel like it's easier just what I did originally. Just if you just whistle sprint, you make it into the water. But then I did this as well, so it's like there's a direction that you can go that is fine.
for all the crickets in him.
Let them go. Then how would it ever
Yeah,
see me?
It would be like the things planes have.
That makes me think of. Do you remember in like the village that girl that wanted like fireflies?
Yes.
And I remember just like letting out all the fireflies into like her room. It's like, so
Yeah.
here's fireflies.
But she, like,
Yes,
she wants that.
she only wants it like when she's the quest over before. Like she's just saying, oh no, maybe it was the book that like someone wants fireflies or something.
Yeah.
But it's like I know it's her, so I'm just letting out all these fireflies in her house.
It makes her happy though.
But
It's
she
like,
doesn't realize it's
"Thank you."
happening until like I have a quest now for it, and it's not this waterfall, not that one, the next one. I think.
What other waterfalls
Or where
are
is
there?
it? Maybe it is this one. It's up there. Maybe there's another waterfall.
Another waterfall after this one.
The most clumsy hero.
That's gonna be red. No, oh my god, you're just gonna keep doing that, aren't you? Just get on that one now. That's gonna be red moon and everything's gonna reset. You're gonna.
What am I doing? Who am I?
You're like Cloud with like this big ass sword. Ichigo Kurosaki.
Cloud cosplay at Nintendo.
What is this like?
What am I doing?
Wake me up when you get to Ganon.
Maybe I climbed. I don't remember. I remember the first waterfall having a thing that laser you, but then you go to the next one. But that must be up there. But then I don't remember that triggering. Maybe you gotta be closer to the edge. There's probably some bomb arrows up here as well.
I've already got like a million of those, so there's another waterfall.
So maybe this is the second waterfall.
There's another
And you just gotta be closer to the edge, maybe?
As soon as you go up,
Or maybe you gotta be further
the other way.
It's like they patched my run, like when I did this it was simple. Like, do I need to be way over here or high for him not to see? The one down there as well, just... This wasn't the last one, was it? Thunder. He is the rain. For some reason at this position it starts to rain, like
Because
in the castle.
It's atmospheric. You have to take off your stuff, or else the thunder's gonna go kapow.
Even the elements work for Ganon.
And climbing up things is gonna be difficult.
True.
So you need to think about that as well. You're not gonna be able to do like your
I don't know if these blocks, I guess the blocks stay there maybe in the save.
when you reload your save, you're just gonna go whoa. You save to like what? Mid-air.
What? Will it restart them on the block?
I have no
I
idea.
don't think so, because the blocks will probably disappear. Oh my
It might not be raining at least if you reload your save.
ding! Warning, like a message. But this is just weird stuff that's like happening. It's like that block like pushed me off.
It becomes slick and you slipped off.
I mean, that's the second one.
That's what happened.
So there's a thing there that sees you, so or some way. From here, it should hopefully be smoother travels. This should just be right outside the
I was
gate.
gonna say it's lightning in here. It's hot.
If-
The
if-
lightning
if
was
you
there
come
and then it went away.
If you come here with the Zora body, then it's like easy because you don't need to do the climbing
Yeah,
thing.
it
But
just goes the whole universe is just now it's sunny.
coming here with nothing means that you gotta do.
What is it light?
s-
Oh, it's
Like-
the sky. Like what is it? It's the red moon. It is.
Really?
No, it's
No,
not. It's
no,
not.
no, there's always a red moon in
Yeah, I was
the
gonna
castle
say.
at night. What is this? Like, I didn't have that stuff. Like,
Like a spotlight or something. There he is. Get him. You still got like all your things unequipped as well. By the way, just reminding you. Now you're just like some guy who likes mountain climbing, like just like having an adventure. You gotta jump up right when it goes.
oh my, like there was another one in the sky or something. What's going
No, you just
on?
like jumped.
It
at
one
the
came from the
completely
sky,
wrong
like
time.
it was a hot
Jump-
flying on. So
Jumped at the completely wrong time. You're like,
I did.
the game is broken.
I really did it.
The game was broken, but that was you just jumping at the completely.
But the one came from the sky, so
Yeah,
it was
that
like the
wasn't-
hovering one as
But
well.
the laser
fired.
didn't come from the sky. Like, it
Yeah,
wasn't a
from,
blast.
From the flying one. Maybe it's this one. And there's another waterfall over there. Yeah, actually it's this one. There's another waterfall on the other side of that. I remember going here and then taking this waterfall, so that's why. So yeah, like, there's so many paths in this, like, way in this game where it's just like, this is completely different. See, I came up from over there, and then I try to get up that waterfall, then that thing would aim at me, so I found this waterfall. Where this should be the waterfall that doesn't have things targeting you.
You're climbing up like a waterfall, and it's like the rain makes it slippery. And it's like, wouldn't the ice in the waterfall make it slippery? But no, ice isn't
Link's
slippery.
feet are designed to climb.
Ice isn't slippery.
Ice.
Only rain is. So.
Just ignore that part where he just puts his hands there like Spider-Man and like sticks the surface.
But the rain makes him go. Whoa.
Yeah, Link got spider. He got bitten by a radioactive spider, which gave him powers. Yeah, that's how it should go. But then you get shot by these things. But there's lots of
cover here. Is this finally the
Yes.
lineup? No, I'm saying the lineup to play like E3.
Yeah,
Is this finally the
the
spot?
conference is in here.
Yeah, that's where Reggie's sitting up like.
And now the true game begins. This is not the Demon Souls with
He didn't even use the beetle in the end.
the true Demon Souls.
Release the
begin.
beetle against Ganon and he'll be like, "Ooh, that burn."
Damn, there's a big hardy truffle there that isn't used.
You're pretty smart at this game. You got it all figured out. You got that ruby that you got right at the start from that treasure chest. Save it.
Well, do things first and then save again.
Oh, I thought you were going to walk into it because you just started
I'm
running
just
towards
trying
it.
to think. So the first boss, like, he takes 3 arrows to hit to knock him down, but since I have this bow that fires 3 arrows, just 1 arrow on his head should knock him down. And then I attack. So that's why we get this bow. And the speedrun thing that I watched, though, that they just pretty much like spun around and like hit them so much, like they made it look so easy. So I guess we start.
Saturn.
So, and I
Remember that quest that he gave you to face Ganon? Is this where I line
and I've
up?
got those yellow hearts, but normally these ones don't one-shot me, so
So what are you doing here? I'm not ready. You were supposed to be here like
I think I could skip this
100
cutscene.
hours from now.
No, I don't even know if it's a cutscene because of these guys spawn. So this is what happens if you don't do the rest of the game. You have to fight all the other mini bosses.
You don't know any champions or anything like that. You don't know any of the story.
This is normal to Link.
He's not gonna meet like any of those other champion guys. He's just gonna know nothing. He missed his giant head.
That should just be one hit and knocks him down. I was just explaining there.
Yeah,
that
but I
of
was saying
course
he missed his
no,
giant
it
head.
went ding. But for some reason, of course, it didn't happen just because I said it should knock him down in one hit. The whole point we fought the stupid horse is that it does that. It's doing it in 2, but it should do it in 1. That's what it was doing.
It's because you gotta hit it in the eye.
Yeah, maybe one of
Gotta
the
hit it in the
arrows is not
circle.
hitting properly. So what I was doing before I went and collected one of these bows is I'd run up the steps a little bit and then slow-mo to get all 3. But then when I got this bow, I didn't think I needed to do that. Because then you lose like all your stamina and you can't really...
You know, need this both, like he gets Ganon and stuff.
Last, it's just last, or does you're only firing like one shot at things?
They always broke real quick for me because I'm like, these are so cool.
I can't remember if I went into Ganon with the Savage bow though. I think I got that afterwards, after I beat Ganon. I was like, I need to go see that. And I was like, this would make it even easier.
What is things you can do? Yeah, done
Dragoons from like Gundam, like
you know they're gonna.
he's a Gundam pretty much. Like they fire all the, they bounce all the lasers around if he fires them.
Just like
So
the
this
champion
next one as well is like similar, like arrow one, but I think normally he would get knocked down by one or two. Maybe this is the one that gets knocked down in one hit. Because you've got the triple. I think it's 2 arrows knock him down, but since you're doing that, it knocks him down in 1.
He's still using lightning arrows or just regular arrows?
I was using regular arrows, but I don't think lightning arrows do
He's
anything.
weak to lightning, he's water.
Yeah, you would think, but I don't think it. Bomb arrows do.
So was there a
more
different
damage,
like
though.
cut screen or something? Like, you know, for this? You know, like the Ganon one. Is it even like a headshot when there's none of his head left? Like just...
I thought that would take him to this phase, that's why I used both, but then it still didn't. No, nothing's
so does he
different,
go
really.
first? You must defeat these.
No, it just, I didn't skip anything there.
Oh,
I just,
didn't you?
no. And then it will trigger like the proper cutscene where this guy's annoying, like he can teleport above like the throne thing, and then if you knock him down up there, then he glitches all around like the air. Like where he is right now, if you knock him down here, he can like fall all over the place.
So even though it's like the same boss, they still had to make like another version just for people that skip everything.
They're the same things, just in different
Yeah,
areas.
but I'm like they had to make it in this like area, like this room and stuff.
And the strange thing is like they like these enemies don't like one shot you kind of. Like the big fire one will, I think. But... keeps going up there.
Is it just like, stuck on the ground? I'm like doing it.
Don't use too much there, bros. Just because it's
That's
been.
what I was getting rid of. Stamina's gone. Just fire arrows in him, I was gonna say.
So now this next guy, he's weak to bombs, so I can just use bombs, 2 bombs to stagger him. One bomb will stagger him, then the other bomb will knock him down. So he's kind of a free one, you don't need arrows with him. So they've all got some kind of like I guess that last one was like his weakness was arrows, I guess. I don't really know what the first one's weakness is, arrows too, but not quite as much. But this one, the bombs won't do this to other ones. And I guess the thunder one, like boomerangs, are probably a weakness to him if they like break his shield in one hit.
You think he's gonna do crit damage?
Yeah, I need to throw it. It doesn't unless you throw it, it just breaks.
I thought it did more because it like the pachoo
No,
noise.
that's
What you missed. I thought that was quite far away.
So I think this guy can like one shot you maybe.
Look at his big ass sword. Oh, where's he going?
That's when it does critical hit. When you
Seriously?
throw a weapon at it. So that's why I don't know what the sword, like, you only get 1 critical hit, so what's the point of a special, like, critical hit bonus? Him, like getting that far is, like, scary because that stuff shouldn't happen, like... It's the next boss that's, like, the scary one that can, like, kill you.
Just freeze him with status. These pyramids. And a shield, jeez. Why was he mucking around fighting the other way? He could do all this stuff. He was
Because they all hold back, and this is my final form.
It's like, what is even happening? If you haven't played the game, you wouldn't even understand what just happened.
Yeah, like just he's the ultimate combat specialist. He like just woke up and he's just like. So the scary thing right now is the bombs can my bombs one shot me. So if I'm too close to it, like you think it hurts him, but like it's one shot it will one shot me.
Ragdolled around the place.
Right now I could probably finish him off with arrows. And the next one I might use my.
Yeah, you have to be careful because it's gonna bounce back like that.
I didn't even know he could use a laser.
He has some sort of laser thing.
What?
He's like, nah.
He like instantly because like
because he
that
knew there was gonna be a
on,
big like.
on that wall or something that like kept them up. Stay up, champ.
Ganon's helping him from the sidelines.
Like his coach on the ring side like kept them up. That's so, so weird. Okay. Now the real.
Now the real.
So this guy, because he swings twice, he can kill you. Like when he goes to the thunder thing.
Oh, this crazy guy.
And this is a boss where it's just like patience and like he does similar things to the horse where it's like the swipe, but it's not as clean frames on this one. So he swipes and kills you. It's not like this horse one where it hits you, but it doesn't hit you, and then it goes into slow mo. But it goes all the way. So like this. And then you should be able to knock him down.
You don't have your boomerang anymore.
But now, and I lost all those yellow hearts for like nothing. It's not even in like the hard phase. And the stupid thing is like
I'm like, what do you think was gonna happen? He's like, right there.
the stupid thing is that like this phase you can use your shield. I don't have a shield on, that's why. You like if you just hold this, then you shouldn't get hit. And the thunder one that doesn't work because the thunder like zaps you. But it's like where's the boomerang?
I don't know, sorry. Yeah, over there. Like a flip afterwards.
Like, you should just do this to beat him, really. This is what I did, but I saw that the boomerang thing work.
It shatters his shield
And
to
it's,
start with.
which makes it easier because the next phase is more scary.
I was gonna say, if it's so scary, shouldn't you be using like a maximum weapon?
It could be more scary. See, now I don't know, like, use that
You don't
health
have the
thing
boomerang.
now, or like, just restart if it goes bad. The first part of this can be free because he does the thunder. I thought he was attacking me. I see the boomerangs and I see the boomerang.
Did you not see it? I thought we could see it. It's like under the stairs.
So that would kill me.
Just hide under here. If you hide
See, this
here,
is where the boomerang might be useful because this phases.
you just gotta wait until it.
I
Because he stops for a second, but then
I figured out like if you move backwards when he teleports you, then you're safe from it.
It's like you get through your.
The camera.
What is going on?
It was like auto aim or something like
What's
this.
going
I
on?
might be able to just kill him.
Spin, 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 spin.
My boomerang.
Ganon's gonna be like.
So we're
stab you with it.
still got the fury for Ganon, but like I don't know. I didn't fight. These ones I fought quite a bit because like I only did Ganon a few times because you got to go through all this.
Link.
And
I've been waiting so
so
long.
Ganon's another one. In the speed run, they just spun and then they're over the shoulder that was messing up all our furies. Supposedly that resets Ganon in his invincible phase, and you just keep doing that and stun lock him pretty much. But if I do that, it might. I don't know how precise the timing is. So, like the way that I beat him is flurry rush, like dodging, but it can be scary. You either rebound his laser, which is real precise. If you're real pro, then it's easy. Or you flurry rushed, which can be safe because you use the shields to block. If you mess up the dodge, your shield should still block. Or you use this like speedrun technique that works.
So how do you do that bit if the speedrunners skip the parachute? Does he just have it in the cut screen anyway?
Like I haven't seen that. Like what you're talking about. Is that even a thing, or is it just they glitched it and but they didn't? Did they finish the game?
I don't know.
Or they just glitched it and like broke the game.
So, important question at the time of Calamity Ganon fight. In the Wii U version, is the t-shirt a Wii U logo? Or is it just advertising a Switch?
It's your game. Oh shit.
So, a king guy told me to come here, and have you seen Ganon anywhere?
So this is where that will probably 2 hits or so, but this is where
Just bomb arrow him to death.
pretty much.
He's got like a
But you gotta be-
weapons.
See if you're moving to the it's too close.
I'm gonna cut you up, Luke. He's like all the guardian things. Like,
You gotta keep the distance from him, or else if he gets in your face, and then
can make fire and float away with it.
oh my god, the shield wasn't there. I need a one-hand sword. This is like the first phase. I just bomb arrow him, but like I say, like it can be scary that you kill yourself if
You can dash
he
towards you.
gets too close to your face.
We can fire in 3 bomb arrows, so that's way more hard than you can
So supposedly
do. You're doing enough damage.
there's some
There
weapons
goes the
like
thing. It's the stick. Use the stick.
I think these do damage.
Like sending them to the shadow realm or
Like
something.
they don't seem like they do much
No,
damage.
as I said, this is the first time I ever use it. I'm just like, is that it?
They like stun him. But
I can hear like ding sometimes, but it doesn't seem
Well,
to do any more damage than like the.
his head's like always. Oh, I suppose it won't one shot me because I've got all those yellow hearts, but it'll still hurt me.
So you did pretty good to get, beat all those other guys.
Pretty good.
15 bomb arrows there. What? What?
See, and when you do the divine things, it'll take him half. He does the shield thing at half, but since he doesn't start off at half, he does it at 50%. See, I want that kind of free attack for a flurry, McFlurry. But now he's
Those are
just gonna.
expensive now.
See, the problem with reflecting it is if I mess it up.
Just too
I die,
Is that what you did it?
or
I was like,
I just mean if I try to reflect it, like if I'm doing that, I can block it,
Then you can do flurry rush. Freeze him and then go around him and stab him in the back.
or this is where I'll try like doing the over the shoulder.
You're finally gonna try this.
That doesn't. Is it only reflecting that triggers him knocking
what you're
down?
You know how I beat Ganon using like the electric like power up
Maybe
with the
I guess
camel?
this is the laser. I don't think I can dodge it. It'll hit me because it hits the ground.
So you can get him like off the wall or something. There's a spear.
Still got I thought the flurries and like knocked him down and broke the shield, but it doesn't. What's it? Look at this cheat. I don't know if it's like it's still the same. So I guess the flurry things don't knock him down, so I just gotta like do this and then run away from him since he does the pound thing. Like that's where I lost my heart, and if I stay close to him, then he'll probably keep doing.
Hopefully not another pound thing. Telegraph much? He's like, ooh, like as slow as anything. Run. Might be a
I
pound.
forgot. He always does it. Like,
So if he did a back one, he might flip right as it hit.
and this is like I say, single-handing shield, because if I miss the flurry thing, he should still block with the shield. Then you switch to that. So these are like
Pound.
these are casual strats right here. If you're not a speed runner, like it's still pretty advanced, I guess. This is a weird like attack.
He's doing like the pokey like ones.
Like that should be like easy to get. He's doing the.
Can't you like knock him off or something?
I don't know.
Like
Is it a
bomb
precise
arrow.
time or something does it? But
Don't. Like, just
if I rebound like this, I still got the fury, so I could try rebound once. What? What? What?
Obviously you can't.
I rebounded. I hit
Yeah,
it.
but
and
obviously it doesn't work or
It
something.
missed.
Well, he dodges it as well.
It doesn't. Like it doesn't have.
He's dodging too. Look at him. He's like
Bullshit
Super
game.
Saiyan 10.
It should just auto like.
Slam. Yes, I know. I saw you do it twice.
Even the message. Even I missed it the second time.
But I'm saying like.
But the first one hit it.
So we've got a minute left. So.
So I just need him to keep doing this and not missing flurries.
Slam.
This is why I made normal healing.
That was risky, wasn't it? Get. Slam, probably.
Oh, I didn't get it. See, I thought that would be okay. In the speedrun thing, they just do that.
And it, like, hits him so he stumbles again.
Yeah, although I don't know. It's like real weird. Like it looked like a bug or something. If I could just get that stun. Oh,
There he's doing another thing.
I thought that knocks him down.
It should, eh? He's doing different stuff.
See, there's some attack that you can like knock him down during. God.
Careful, because he's gonna like jump down at some point.
Maybe if I hit.
He's just gonna jump down anyway. He's gonna do like a jump or something.
No.
There's fire everywhere.
I'm running out of like healing.
Yeah, like,
I'm missing the flurry thing. See, they were like more inside him, so I don't know. My damage boost is gone.
this is about to break. Jump.
So it's like taking more damage now. He probably would have been close to him. Now it's taking even more hits to beat him. All because I had the 13-minute one. What's this attack?
Fire one again. That gets
I was
you.
like on a weird angle, so I couldn't tell.
You've got that hardy like thing.
I don't know if that doesn't give me yellow
It
hearts
hits
from
from no, but it gives you 3 regular ones, so if you just need like a 3,
Far out.
you're still on the file.
backup. It's one of my.
You take damage still anyway.
It's me doing it wrong time. So there's my. That's why I was doing it, because I had that, but now I don't have that.
Don't see why you bother. It's like it didn't work.
Well, does it works if you hit it? But I guess I was messing. I wasn't landing it properly. I was landing it on the ground.
What you need is to make an ice thing behind him so it pushes him off. Is it what the like it's pushed off? That's right. It just stumbled you.
Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! He's giving me all these attacks.
It's the fire one. You'll get fire if you go close to him.
Damn it! Why am I so close?
The carrot gives 2. But careful because you'll be on fire still. So yeah, that's gonna happen.
All because the freaking I shouldn't have ate the food like in the first boss. It's like I need to go for those, but I miss I don't.
You need to hit those. Wrong one.
Yes, I just need to be patient. But if he goes back up again,
I know, but I'm just saying.
you know he's
Go
going
back
back.
up. It's like, fuck this.
Well, I guess we know that the laser thing should only do 1 heart of damage though. I just, you gotta be
He's doing
calm and patient, I guess.
it's like zoomy.
He's like in the smoke, like looking for me. So it's maybe this attack that you can hit him with an arrow.
I thought it'd be the other thing where he's making like a big explosion.
Well,
Maybe
I
like you
don't
have to
know if
wait
I'm-
for it to get like a certain size or something and then it does it.
Maybe that might have not been.
He's gonna do the slice ones, you know, at some point. So wait for it.
Just with these ones that are like weak. Oh.
You got one. Get close. No time for that.
Oh, yes. Maybe the final attack does do a
I
critical.
told you it did. I thought it always did. You know, you have to throw it
Wow.
and wait. No.
First go, like I mess up all the other time, like on the way. It's opposite of how my run went.
The
I
fuck?
didn't clean castle, then took
who
for
are
ages
you?
on like Ganon and stuff.
Link's like, I just wanted to play. I just want to play some Switch.
Like even this didn't go as smooth. It was just this is the part I did it so many. In the castle, I did it in one go, so I don't remember all of it much. But I did these so much that I remember like most of the strats.
I'm pretty good at like the blocking and stuff. I'm terrible at that flurry stuff, getting the timing of that.
Or it's safety. You hold the shield up, and then you that's why I say do single sword, and then you switch when you get the flurry, and it works. I think. But you've got that shield protection. If you miss it up, you block with the shield.
So, is
Oh
this
yeah,
where, is this,
we're not
is
over
this-
yet, but I think if you die in the next phase, it restarts there. That's what they said in the speed run. I was like scared, like when I did it, like you shouldn't. In my run, when I did this, the first thing that happened was my horse threw me off, like right in the point of the path. So it just barely missed me.
What if you don't have a horse?
It just gives you the
It
horse.
just gives you
Oh, I thought it might be that
the
horse that became,
no,
but
you
he's
didn't
got like a
officially.
sail.
Yeah, you didn't officially like.
Ganon.
It's just horse.
Ganon was born out of a dark past.
Link, I've been waiting so long, and it's like,
Reborn.
lady, I got here in like half an hour.
Excuse me, princess.
He was
I
given
came
Isn't even-
straight here, and it's still not good
his
enough.
pure, enraged form.
I don't even know who you are.
From
Just some
our
voice
world,
in my head.
destruction will be unlike
Is
anything
this
else
where I
seen
can
on
play
Earth.
Mario Odyssey? Somewhere there's the line for it.
The horse is like, bring it on.
This is a real cool press conference.
See, it's like,
Pre-order now and receive a
give me
bow.
that earlier, princess.
Link, you made
You've fully
just-
recovered all your...
Okay, Miss Lady.
Just jump on that horse.
Okay, voice in my head.
Got it.
Like some psycho horse.
Take on some giant, like,
For it is never
pig monster.
forgotten.
Pre-order now and get the special, like, amiibo bow and arrow. It's a bit stronger than your other arrow.
See, if he threw me off the air and it was just like barely missed.
What he threw you off?
Yeah.
Sad.
So I did the charge thing like real
The
quickly.
final showdown and he's like, good off.
Hold the malice back as much as I can till my power is waning. Attack
I remember
with
just
your
going like, what am I doing like for a while? Because, you know, he doesn't appear for a while.
Like I don't even think he can hit you if you're like to the side or behind him. I don't think it's meant to be too much of a challenge.
It's like a cutscene, like, you know,
Cinematic
battle.
ending.
Yeah. He just wants to defeat Hyrule now. It's pretty cool that you get to fly around, drive around Hyrule.
Fly.
Right. It's a different game. Because that's the whole thing of the
Screw you, hero.
I
Look
didn't
at it.
sign up for this. None of the towers are like lit up or anything. Like it's actually your Hyrule, as opposed to just like some generic, you know, arena. Like the
Oh
towers,
god, true.
the towers you haven't done are like. This would be so much easier if I
Just
had like
there.
some Power Ranger like Zoids to jump in and stuff. Like,
We need Megazord.
where are they? Eh? Link, did you talk to those guys? Oh, okay then. they probably would have made it a bit easier.
Yeah, why didn't they fire at this? Could they only fire at one?
Do it afterwards,
Oh, don't worry, I'll call Dragon Zord.
It's working.
Yeah! Dragon Zord!
Is it perfect timing on that? It's working. It's working.
I could farm the grass for it. Now they've got a single
Fury.
Oh god.
Almost hit you with his
I don't know what he can do like close range.
He's got some big ass like horn things. You probably don't want to find it.
No!
There it is. The tummy one is the worst. Oh. So cinematic. Look at that.
Make him have a.
Why you get off your horse?
Did I press the wrong button?
That's not the time to be mucking around.
Link! Look up there!
Look up there. Don't do too many like yes, because they'll kick you off like when you don't want to.
I see it, princess. I need voice in my head.
Ganon's being. Do what you must.
Do what you must. Drive the horse into it.
Remember me?
Throw the horse into it.
Where's the.
What do you do? When do you do it?
Like he hits the grass, I guess. Oh god.
There it is. Yeah, you gotta go up in the air.
There wasn't
It's
room.
there. What?
He's making it now. He's burning the grass now.
Oh, I thought you just like jumped off the horse. Woohoo! Go!
Do it! Whatever this is, I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay.
Okay, I killed Reggie. Now do I get to play Mario Odyssey? Just some like Nintendo fanboy with a Switch like t-shirt on.
Okay, I saved the Nintendo conference. Oh my god. Pretty girl, like, wow.
It's a
Are
boost,
you,
babe.
are you the presenter? You have to present the greatest game.
Get it.
Hey, can I join? Like, let's get it.
When's the release date?
Ganon was Xbox, so it's like, now Nintendo's time. Mind if I play?
If only she had a bow and arrow.
She just has like a spirit bomb. So she's a Saiyan, like
She's
when
like,
when
"No,
you're about to die,
champions!"
that's when like
And then she's like,
Yeah. well,
champions?
I don't
Like,
know.
looks
What,
around.
I don't know what happens like when there's like I skip like this cut, like when she's like, "Do you remember me?" It's how like the champions are like there in ghost form. I don't know. I didn't see. I guess because they warped. to the castle, like I indirectly saved them still, just to tie up
Saved
loose
them
ends.
beating those other ones. Sort of.
Yeah, that they left the divine beast to come to the castle to stop me, so that just to tie up the story, and like that's what happens. You don't need to go do them; you just do them all at once there. But I don't know who any of them are or my memories. Samus doesn't care. Not my
She's not
game.
interested in destroy
Yeah.
again and let you completed it.
My only, I guess I did the other one as well. My second quest.
Well, that
yeah,
was easy.
my second quest. I can't wait to go on this journey. Wait, it's over.
Whew, that was a pretty tough first quest. I wonder what the rest of the quests are like. If that was the first quest, then the others must be real difficult. All this time. You mean like half an hour?
As well as your trials in battle.
Did you see me like die to that horse thing over and
I
over?
always thought. No. I
That was the
always
true
thought.
final boss.
Did you see me try and farm the fairy for so long?
You
But then
were-
that fairy-
You were doing it wrong.
That fairy came in clutch at the end, so it paid off. It gave me that safety net to try those reflects.
If she had the secret Triforce blast that whole time, why didn't she just do it at the start?
May I ask?
Because you had to weaken him.
Do you really
Do you
remember?
really remember? Sure.
Listen, lady, I just want to switch. They're all sold out. Oh man, the end. That's the story.
Best Zelda story ever.
Link's next journey is to try and find like a Switch like for sale, like in store.
Because I wanted to just skip the credits, but then it doesn't. It like skips the last
Yeah.
cutscene. Why do they do that? Like some games, like go to the last cutscene, but then these like screw you if you're gonna
Yeah.
skip the credits and you don't get the
If you want to
last.
skip our names, then you don't
Mhm.
get the end story thing.
Well, that could have been more smooth if I.
It's working. That made me laugh. All these. Look at the journey you've been on, Link.
It's like I said though, because because I did it all in my first go, like cleanly. I didn't have
Yeah,
much
no,
memories,
said
but
that.
because the last boss took me so many times, I had memories in that. So doing it so cleanly on my proper run was like bad. Does in it?
This old lady. Look at the journey you've been on. All the places you have. See?
Now you're gonna walk around and be like, I don't know who any of you are. Getting your memories back then. But like I said, it's the true ending because he doesn't have memories of this Link. He's pure reincarnated Link. That's why he's able to do that.
He's already got those memories.
He's just got he's got the courage.
Hmm.
He's original Link.
There's a volcano.
But then
These must be the this
So
must
see-
be the sequel.
his memories are a loser, like he lost, so why would I want those memories? I want to go into the fight as a winner, like I didn't lose. No, I don't remember it, so it didn't happen.
He lost because Ganon cheated. He
Yeah.
had like save states.
He lost the stupid Guardian things as well. I didn't even lose
Stupid
the...
AI. I bet your Link, the original Link was playing it, and it's like I reflected it, and it's like it didn't reflect in the game over, and that's the
no
start of
save state.
that was the start of Breath of the Wild. It was like I reflected it. Link, you failed 100 years ago. It's like, but no,
I
it
have
was-
footage this time though, so we'll see what happened in that one time when the thing came up. It came up with the message saying like,
It taught you how to do it.
well, it didn't teach me. It said I did it. And it was like the first message of doing it for the first time, I think. But it missed.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It told you about
Yeah.
it when you did it.
It missed somehow. I thought it just hacked.
Because he sidestepped.
I thought it just hacked 100% no matter what. It goes straight back to where like...
He can sidestep as well. He's like, too fast. If it was a true Zelda game, you'd just play tennis. No fishing, no like tennis, like Ganon part where you're like, zoom, and he's like, zoom, and you're like,
Well,
zoom,
there,
hitting it
like,
back at
you
him.
kind of like the shield blocking thing is there. So.
But I say back and forth sort of
Mm.
thing. He'd hit it back, and then
Yeah.
you'd hit it back, and then
that he's lost it.
Who's this guy?
Some
It's
fish.
Kisame from Naruto.
He's the fish that I didn't get from the hardy fish that disappeared there.
He's the
He
third
grew up.
one. He grew up to be that guy. He's like an elephant. Well, that's really interesting how you can just go right from the start, basically get your paraglide or whatever it is,
Tie your shoes up and then go on your
and
on
then
the
go
way to the
straight there.
put the big boy pants on. As soon as I put the pants on, I was able to beat the Lionel. I struggled more against him than I did the final boss.
Yeah, that's what I said. The true final boss was him. It's because he had all these hack moves.
He's technically stronger than like some of the final bosses were. Cause they if they hit me like that first one, the Gundam one, if he hit me with a sword, it wouldn't have one-shotted me. So.
I should have put it on another language and just had a different.
Well, speedrunning, you go on French if it's like
quicker.
English, and then like European one, it's like German. English is like slow.
Can't you have any voice thing now? They didn't update it. Let you have like any voice. What do you mean text wise?
It goes faster for speedrunning.
Yeah.
Like French is faster or something than like English. And it could have been like French Ganon.
Sacre bleu. You've entered the final chamber.
Well, it's probably better than like British Zelda. Like
You
why-
what, mate?
Why am I British?
You what, mate? Oh, you mean like Zelda Princess? And I
Yeah.
thought you just meant the game in general.
Man, she's like Hermione or something.
Yeah, people on the internet said because it's like an American trying to do like a British, they didn't even get like a proper British
Yeah,
person or something.
maybe that's why it's
that's
like
why it
even
sounds
weirder.
sort of
like-
weird because she's trying to do a British accent, but she's not British. It's like, you know, you could have just hired like an actual like British person to do that if that's what you wanted.
It's
If that's-
Hollywood. You don't do that.
Usually we just tape a bunch of cats together.
Like that guy, like Falco. I didn't know Falco.
It was
in
his
this game.
bow. You found his bow, but that was it.
I don't even remember that guy
Personally,
from like playing
I
it. Like,
prefer the air. Remember you found Falco's bow? That must have been his one.
he's like the one character that I remember the least for some reason. Like
You must have done his like one last. And
His-
like you weren't on it
I
for
did it
ages.
to second to the last, but I feel like it went quickly or something. Or
Oh, there's the French people.
another Falco.
Yeah, the other one was like the guy who's like, find my friend or something.
Which would be weird seeing these since it's like their first appearance, is it? And like,
Well, there was no
Zelda?
there was no official order to do it, but
I suppose they're Skyward Sword like
Yeah,
birds, and then
that's where
they've
came
evolved into like real.
well, that's what they're
Life.
supposed to be. There was bird guys on like Wind Waker as well. They're supposed to be like, you know, I assume that's what they're. What's that? You know, the race that they are. They're the bird guys from Wind Waker.
These memories I remember running past.
remember
this
that guy. It's like the only guy you've actually seen. All these
Oh
other-
yeah, I did it all for this old stranger
He's
that
still waiting at the
was like a
campfire.
ghost.
Where's Link at? And then it's like, huh? And looks at the castle and everything's fine. Oh.
So, what's your opinion of this game all around? Like,
It was too short.
whoa, look at that. That would be pretty cool.
It was too short.
I mean, like, the proper game, not my
I thought it
true
was,
master
I thought it was
quest.
awesome. Very fun to explore. And there's just so much to see and do. The only thing I'd change probably is the dungeons. I like the dungeons, like, you know, the what are they called? Like the big
Yeah.
animal things. Those areas are real cool. I just wish there was more of them instead of more of the little ones.
To me, like, it starts off, like, real, like, cool and stuff, but then eventually the shrines and the seed things get a little tiresome.
The seed things are just bonus once you
So,
have enough of them.
definitely room to improve on, like, open world Zelda. Definitely the
Yeah,
direction
that's
they
the
should
first-
go with, but
The first one.
the
you know,
next one they can improve, like,
Imagine what the improved, you know, what the improved ones, if that's their first attempt. Iwata's son. I saw it. That was nice how they kept him on it, you know, as executive producer or whatever it was. They were the improved ones will be, you know, if this is their first attempt at it, sort of thing. It's like the improved
So
ones.
I don't know if this is the same. I assume it works like how I said, like you indirectly saved them, like
Still got your costume.
so even though you didn't go and save
How
them.
funny it would be, like having the knight armor. And
It's
stuff
you
on.
look like a hobo and stuff. If I didn't have this, I'd be wearing like hobo clothes.
Who are these people? It's the king. He's just by himself. No.
So yeah, you just to tie up the loose end story, you indirectly saved them because the monsters had to leave the divine beast to like stop you at the castle. This jackass didn't even save us.
Huh?
It's pretty sad that they like die, but Zelda like lived. Why didn't they get to live? Like,
Because it's supposed to be emotional storyline.
why did Ganon keep Zelda alive?
Because she was the
Why
only
did
one strong enough to
She
fight it
kept
off.
herself alive.
Yes. The others tried to. I don't think they were just like, like didn't care.
They're pretty shit though, didn't they? See me beat all four of them in a
You
row,
beat all four of them in a row. They couldn't
and
even
I
fight
just
one.
woke up.
They obviously were trying to speedrun it and didn't have enough like power up things. They didn't farm a fairy for ages.
Wow.
Hey, you finished the game. Now you
Yeah.
can get all this.
There's
other
more
stuff.
to the game. Wow, really? The game has more than just that?
It's probably telling you to go find that Switch T-shirt that you already got. Well, that was pretty good. I think you did. Good job. That's an accomplishment. I think. And I know it's something that you talked about when the game hadn't even come out yet.
Yeah.
And you were like, you know, they said that in theory you could just go straight to the final boss if you wanted. And it's like, yeah, they say that, but you probably can't actually
Well,
do that.
I thought you would be able to go there, but then it would be like you can't finish it
Yeah.
unless you've got the Master Sword, but you can't.
You
Because
can't.
the Master Sword does nothing.
You can literally just like finish up the opening sort of tutorial part and then just walk straight
Just for
to
some reason, flurry attacks hit Ganon when he's in that barrier. That doesn't.
Well, good job. That's Breath of the Wild.
And that's pretty
from
much.
start straight
And that's
to
pretty much
Ganon.
how you do it if you're interested as well. And and you can do it more clean than I did.
Or you could just play it normally as well,
Yeah.
like for hundreds of hours and
if
see all
you,
those
if
things.
you want the true story, though, But yes, that was Breath of the Wild, full playthrough complete. The end.
Good job.